Hello everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard. I talk about things, and with this video I want to help everybody who's feeling a bit lonely or who struggles with being lonely in every kind of way. Yeah, I don't want to go too deep, make it too sad, just want to give you some tips, tricks to help you understand or make you feel better, make you feel less lonely. That sort of thing. Nothing big. To do this, I brought 4 friends to help you out. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Do be warned when you choose one, it is friendship for life. It is a contract you cannot get away from. It will be unconditional love coming your way. So I don't know if you're ready for that. If you are, then choose your friend. We have this llama friend here, the blue one. I don't know what this is. It's from Fortnite. Whoa. It's from Fortnite, and it's a bit retarded, but I really like it. Plus, it has a treasure chest. I think it's a llama. It looks very Don Quixote-like. Then we have my oldest friend here, the T-Rex, with, of course, a laser in his mouth, because why not? It's a very good friend. Doesn't play so well with other pets or animals. It's a bit rheumatoid, so has a bad back. Maybe I shouldn't put him next to my bed anymore. Maybe that is weird. It's for later. And then the 4 is this kind of dinosaur thing. I think it's Stegosaurus, but that's not right. I don't know. He's cool. Hector, that was his name. I forgot. So choose your group. 1, 2, T-Rex 3, Hector 4, and then I will pick some cards and we will talk to you. All right. The timestamps will be in the video link, in the description box. I mean, or in the comment section. And I'm gonna let them do the talking because I'm not very fluent right now. So if you're ready, then we shall begin. Okay. So I'm gonna put it a little bit more on me. That's more easier. I'm gonna take over first, friends. Then for you. Hello. So let's try to put this inside somewhere. Something like this. No, I'm just gonna hold him. Just gonna put him on my lap. That's nice. Thanks. God, why does camera work so difficult? That's why people go. Okay, so to begin, group 1. I'm gonna draw one of these cards. Very easy. It's a sort of, that's this vibration patterns on it. I really like it. Okay, so what do we got for you? We got luck, my friends. Luck. Focus a bit on this image. It's really good. It does more to your mind than you would think. Okay, your mind sees all kinds of patterns and translates them. So subconsciously, you're also matching this in a lot of patterns. So just looking at it does help. Plus that's meditating. You're welcome. What stands out on the back of the card for me, because this is some words, is the point that luck is sort of always waiting for you to be for you to call upon it. Let's try to put some. There we go. Okay. Luck is inside of you, and it's waiting for you to let it out. To let it out. Okay. Now. I don't like using the word luck because it is something I do believe you, for a big part, create yourself, you know? So, and in any ways, if that is true or not, if you believe in something or not, thinking of luck as this random factor that you cannot change and that is out of your control is never healthy. It will never help you. It is just surrendering yourself to a dictator. Okay, it is. You have to focus on where you do have control, and when you focus more and more on that, you do see that luck is something you decide yourself. And this has been written throughout the ages. Jung and Freud were writing about this. I told this once before, where Freud actually describes that there are a set of people that have more bad luck than is statistically possible just by chance. They are attracting it. Not that they want it, not that they're doing anything consciously about it, but they are attracting it. So there's something going on. Good. 4, 5. Okay, I'm trying to 2 more cards for you guys. Okay, ooh. I feel I missed a strike, so the explanation changed here. That doesn't make sense, I know. So guys, feeling lucky. I'm thinking this is you more. This is how you're feeling. This is how you're standing. I think the loneliness that you're feeling has nothing to do with you not being good at making friends. It's to do with some towers crumbling. I'm gonna say like that. I could say bad luck, but I don't like saying that. I think some things, the rug was swept underneath your feet, and now you're standing in a defensive mode, which is not bad, because we go into the defensive mode to protect ourselves. So there's always a reason. If you're like this, there was a damn good reason. But staying like this is not very, you don't want to walk up to this man, right? If that's on the dating profile, you're also not happy, right? Because show your face. If people don't show their face on dating profiles, that's a bad omen, okay? Like really go through it. If every picture of them has like a sunglasses, or they are standing far away, or they have their hand covering their face, like if every picture is like that, that's it's not good. That's very insecure. That's very insecure. So that's a red flag. Okay, and then it's changed. So and then I got these two. This Page of Swords and this Knight of Wands. First. Yeah. So what is this done? Okay, so you're in this defensive mode. And I think you're not really communicating. I think you're not replying to people. Or you're having trouble replying to people. There's no communication. And I think a bit from your part, but again, it could be in this defensive mode, because look, in some situations, in some relationships, no communication is the only defense you have. Communicating is just going back into the argument, is going back into the trap. So, defensive, wait, and then something more that he wants to say here. Okay, okay, that's the advice. You whatever it is, forget the communicating. You should be writing. You should be talking to somebody. You should be writing about it. You should be writing in a journal. You should be anything. Talking to yourself in the car. You need to write it. There's sadness. There are a lot of emotions. There's confusion inside of you. Writing this, talking out loud, will get you clarity. Okay. And this card is saying a bit you're afraid of jumping the gun, of doing something reckless. I think you're still feeling heavy emotions. Yes, okay. You're still in this emotional state, and reacting to the world right now you feel like it could be explosive. You feel like you don't have control. Okay. Now, a good thing I can tell you right away, because this ties into this luck again. Like thinking in the terms of luck and bad luck gives you no control. Okay, it just makes you feel powerless. So it's not a good way to look at the world. Okay, and you are more protected than you think, and don't react. Look. You chose this blue llama, this nice, very pure blue llama. This is about softness. This is about forgiving, but for yourself mostly. This is about being softer to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give this time, all right? You're calling in calm. You want that right now because you're on edge. You're afraid. You want to be calm. You want to be rational. You want to feel peaceful. So that's why you need this llama friend right now, okay? So when you're just feeling antsy about everything, he's gonna crawl on your lap and just, it's this size, so not an actual size llama, don't worry. And it's just gonna make you feel calm. And you have to start noticing that when you are not in this position to the world, luck improves. And you need to start noticing that pattern. Stop thinking of luck as something you cannot control, because you can. And in any ways, it's just a lot better to look at it that way. To look at it as something that you can influence. Yes, and writing about it will stop this feeling of that you have to, that things will be explosive. You'll start feeling more control about relationships and communication around you, okay? Yeah, you're closing yourself in a bit because you're afraid, and because the world seems like it has thrown you a lot of bad things that you cannot control, but you need to snap out of this powerless feeling, because in any case it's not helping you. Even if you are completely powerless right now, even if everything is working against you right now and it's out of your control, focusing on the one or two things where you do have control, that's the best way to go, okay? Even if it is, I can brush my teeth and I can make sure that I get enough water. Just like focusing on that you have that control, and that is something you can do, will increase that, and will increase the things in your life that you can control, right? So, and this has to come from a place of calm. So honor your emotions. That's why you need to write. That's why you need to talk. That's why you need to write to yourself, so you can get these emotions out, so that when you actually meet people in your real life, or the situations that they don't have to come out, these emotions, so strongly, because you listen to them, you honor to them, you got the message, and then you can rationally talk and put boundaries up, or say, look, that really hurt me, and I want you to know that. Instead of becoming angry or explosive. That's why writing helps. And it will make you less lonely, okay? From personal experience, I can tell you how less lonely it has made me to start writing in a diary. It has really become a sort of friend that you didn't know you had. And it brings a lot more clarity and a lot more magic in your world than you can believe right now. So give that a go. And I didn't start writing as well. I started talking to myself out loud in the car a lot. And when I started writing, it was a word, a phrase I heard, a nice lyric thing. But anything, dudes, get your hands on paper, doodle, whatever. Even if it just like write or draw a silly drawing every day, it helps. Okay, it's a start. It's you communicating again with yourself, and improving that relationship with yourself automatically improves the relationship with the world around you. Trust me, it works. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you, group 1. Say goodbye to your friend. He will be visiting you in your dreams when you least expect it. Good. Group 2, how are you? Look at the friend. You chose very well, I think. I think I would choose this guy, or the T-Rex. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of the T-Rex phase. I'm gonna keep this aside. So, my group 2 friends. How are you? Show you some leg, if you don't mind. Good. No, it actually just wants me to show you this card consciously. So, group 2. What we got? We got communication. It's really weird. Because group 1, I feel, ended on, that was a big part in communication, but I think it's differently here. I think it's more, this is bigger. This is en masse. I want to say almost sort of this Instagram feeling, you know, like these cells touching each other, like ideas spreading. Yeah, okay. Interesting, interesting. Communication. Matches the colors, right? Very good. Very good, Spirit. Good, let's get 3 cards out and so, and they're here. Really fast with you guys. Let's see, and the colors match again. I'm not kidding around here, guys. This is beautiful. So we got 3 of Cups here. 3 of Cups. The colors. We have Judgment. Let's show it upright. Okay, but it was reversed. It's reversed. And we have the 5 of Swords. Ooh, doesn't match our color scheme. Ooh, 5 of Swords. No, 8 of Swords. 8. They're 8. They're 8. That's different. We still don't like it. But this is problems you're creating yourself. So it's manageable. It's manageable. It's manageable. So what's our problem here, guys? Why are you lonely? Why are you lonely? Okay. Okay. Look. I hope you can see the problem yourself. There are people around you here. In fun times, this is you. You're the fun guy. People like being around you. You're light. Self-sacrificing piece of something, right? You hear me coming. You know what I'm talking about. Look, this is what's really going on. You're pretending. You're showing this to be this guy. To be funny, so much joy, and we're talking fun and blah blah blah. But in behind the scenes, look, this should be the way it is. You're celebrating with your friends, and when push comes to shove, they're standing behind you, celebrating with you, being proud of you, being your biggest supporter, helping you out, standing in front of you, protecting you, all that stuff, and that's not happening. It's fun when they're all there when it's fun. They're not there when you need them. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. Same here. You're portraying to be this fun guy, and behind the scenes you are in agony. You are, I think, depression or just anxiety, a lot of anxiety, a lot of self-doubt, worries. Really a hell. But you don't show that. That's not what people see. This is what you, and it's double. That's why it's double. This is you fighting against the sky, right? This is you. This is your own mental problems. It's still a problem, and you deserve help with that. But it is self-inflicting. So maybe you feel the love here, and when you're alone, you're focusing on how people are not there. You're just very black and white in this, maybe. It's just possible that can feel like that. When you're here, you feel loved and joy, and when you're home alone, it feels like you're gonna die. It's possible. But the point is, you're splitting that yourself. That's you. You're choosing to split that. You're choosing because you think that bringing this to this table is not okay, and that people won't like you, and and suddenly this nice blue sky becomes gray like this. You don't want that, right? That's not what people want, so you hide that. And you hide that because it started somewhere, and I think it started in your family or your close friends kind of betraying you or just abandoning you. So you don't feel like people, this is important here, because I'm not blaming you. And it's hard, this is hard, okay? This is hard. This is what I've struggled with, still struggle with. Because rationally, I know I'm worthy of blah, blah, blah. But deep down inside of me, I still believe, and I think many people do, that you're not worthy of this. That you're not worthy of celebration or protection or to be defended or to be stood up for. And that this is what happens. So you have it. So it's like you were given no choice. Either play this clown, or lose love, because nobody's doing this for you. So that part gets shoved to the back. This is not the real you. It's a part of you, maybe a really fun part of you, but the real you is nobody came for that. So that's what you're subconsciously stuck with. That people only want you for this, and that when they see this, they will leave you. Or that you're just not important enough. You're just not worth it enough. And I know that is very contradictory, because we know we are, blah, 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 but deep down inside, it's in our body, it's ingrained, because this really happened. Probably over and over again. So you're stuck being the clown, you're stuck being this guy. He's fun, he has colors, he has a treasure chest. People get excited about this, people want to follow this, people want to see this. But when he would turn around and say, look guys, I'm having a bad day, I'm not feeling so great today, people are like, oh, we go home. That's not interesting for us anymore. So, communication. Well, look, I know this is not fun, but the key here is to stop faking it. If you don't feel happy, you don't feel happy. You know what? If next time you're with friends and you're having a good time and you don't feel happy, you feel like this, put it on the fucking table. Because it is who you are, it is what you're going through. And if they can't take it, then they're not your friends. And if they make it clear that they only want to have fun times with you, then that's where they are. Okay? And then you take time for yourself, because you need somebody to help you through this. Not people who are gonna party all over it. You need actual love and actual care and support, and people who will do this for you. Oops. And if nobody does it, then you start doing it. That's how it starts, okay? Start talking, start opening up your mouth. Even if you become a bitch to everybody right now, even if you become not the person that everybody thought you were, well, that's too bad, because you never were. You never were, you never will be, okay? It's better that people start getting to know you right now, even if you are miserable, because at least it's the real you. And it's not easy. It's not easy, because this is the dark part, right? Because you started playing this clown. You're playing this clown, okay? People know you like this. So when you suddenly say like, look guys, actually I'm full of depression and agony, and they react awkwardly, well, yeah, because you've been lying. You've been playing that part. You've been training people around you to only see that part. You've been sort of unreachable because you don't trust people. You've kept that part closed. But you need to, look, from now on, this is you. You are this little baby, okay? And you are gonna make sure that people come stand behind this little guy here, because he deserves unconditional love and all the friendship, and deserves to be the best friend of everybody just because he is born. Just because of that. No reason, nothing that he's gonna do that he does later, okay? And you're gonna make sure that people stand behind him like this. And you're gonna be the first person to start standing there, okay? That's how it works. And that's where the work begins. And you will see that slowly people will come standing behind that, and you create your own family with people that actually fucking care about the real you. And that would treat you as if you were them. So you don't have to explain them why it's going so bad. You don't have to explain them why you're feeling sad. You don't have to explain them why you're depressed again. They are just there for you. They're thinking for you. That's what you want. You're the first person who's gonna stand there. Okay? Thank you. Group 2. Say goodbye. Take note. There's treasure inside. Okay. Group 3. Lasers. What's going on here? Why are you lonely? Well, you chose this guy, so maybe you're scary. Scaring people away because you have lasering people's heads up. Could be a thing. Gonna put him here. So let's draw another card for you. I'm gonna start with the D's cards. 1, 2, 3. Oops. So that. Ooh, power. Come on, this matches so well. Hello. So we get power for you guys. Well, same thing, right? You probably don't realize how powerful you are and how intimidating you are, and that you think you're this. Sorry, group 4. Then lend you a little bit. You think you're this? Power. All right, let's see. All right. What strikes me here is it says your life path is a path together with me. So strength is definitely a part of your life's path. I think you are learning about strength. So maybe you are, because in the contrast perspective, if you would come to this earth to learn about strength, you would start in a position of disempowerment, of weakness. So you're very strong, probably. That's your goal here. You want to understand strength or power. It can be in very different ways. So you started in a place of powerlessness or weakness or disadvantage. Point is, you don't realize you're this powerful yet. That's not how you feel. Okay, this is the point here. That's not how you feel. You look like this, like a huge tyrannosaur, but you don't feel like that. And that is incredibly lonely, because people do not understand, and they do not want to understand. Because when you do the same, okay? If you see a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you're gonna stereotype that, and you're gonna assume that he feels in control and powerful. Okay? That's not right to do, because you should be sensitive enough to see that there's a world where Tyrannosaurus Rexes also have self-esteem issues, right? But you get my drift. That's a bit how you are, probably, in a way. You're very fucking powerful. You don't feel like that. And people still react to you like you're a Tyrannosaurus, or like something incredibly intimidating. But if that's not how you feel, then that feels very wrong, because seems like they're pushing you away, they're not understanding you, they're not helping you, they're not supporting you. They just don't want to see that you might be weak, because they're jealous, or they're afraid, or they need you to be the strong person in a way. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, what we got? Okay, we got Chariot. Same thing. Physical strength. Movement. Power. Drive. Incredible drive. Page of Cups. Okay. Trying things. Yeah. And with 10 of Cups, no satisfaction. Yeah. Okay. So look, you're powerful. You're powerful in one way or another. There's movement to you. There's you're going somewhere. Let's put it that way. But in a way, you are still in this phase. You're still finding out what you want. You're still trying different things. And I think that is because, look, you look very powerful right now, but for a long time you were not. I think, let's put it very mild. Let's say you have money suddenly. You have money right now. And you've been very, very poor or struggling for a long time. So you've been very locked in. You've been in a prison And that's very lonely because it seems like your life is on hold. You have to deal with life-threatening issues constantly, and now you're suddenly out of that. So you finally can take a few tastes of life, but you're in a discord with the world because the world doesn't see you as this sort of teenage vibe of unsureness and trying out things and just wanting to have fun. They're kind of reacting to you like you're the big man and you should know what you want and you should take the lead, but you don't know what you want. So that's very weird, and and I think the world is forcing you to kind of skip past this period and just move already, just be the man already, but you don't want to be that. So you are forced into situations where you're not happy. And not because the things that you're getting are not good, because I think they are. I think you're kind of getting things and people are giving you things that you want right now, but it's because you feel like you have no choice. You have no choice. You kind of, time was stolen from you and you're catching that up, but that is not matching with what you are portraying in the outside world. Okay, so, but the solution here is you guys, okay? So, let's take this as an example. Let's say this is you, okay? You've had to be strong. You had to be really fortified. You had to guard off enemies for a long time. You had to protect yourself. You're out of this, okay? You're out of this. So, what can we do to match up more with this personality? Like you're walking around. Walking around like this. But you're kind of this, you're like, ooh, should I not? So how do we match those two better together, okay? Stop being so fucking tough. Okay, stop being so strong. That's you don't realize you're doing it. So first of all, start recognizing it, and let's take the laser out of your mouth. That may help. Doesn't blind people when you look at them, okay? Gives you a little bit more of an innocent approach, and there's things we can do. I don't know. Maybe put a nice wig on it, give it some bangs, just to soften the eyes, Soften your approach. It's stupid, but it's... Look, stop lying again, okay? You had to be really strong, you have that. You know that. You can be very proud of that, but you also start to own up to it. And at the same time, because owning up to it means that you can control it. You don't have to... This is not an image that is... on autopilot, okay? So owning the strength means you can know that it's there and you don't have to be so defensive. And you can go back into that softness and trying things and speaking more your truth and showing like, hey, actually I feel very insecure, or like, a lot of bodybuilders will know what I'm talking about, or people who train their bodies. For themselves, they don't see the big guy that they are. For the world, they are like humongous. They don't feel like that, and for them it feels so good to talk about this sometimes to other people. But like, hey, I actually feel really weak and low, and I think people don't really think I'm all that. So I don't feel how I look, and that's really lonely. You have to talk about this, okay? And you have to stop looking so fucking strong and together if you're not. And that feels like a step back, I know, but it is not, because you have to become more clear in your communication. You became a big powerhouse and people listen to you or are intimidated by you or whatever. So stop being so intimidating and give and see that you have control in giving people more of that space that you want. So, saying people literally out loud, look, I know I seem all that, or I know I have like all my finances together, but I still don't feel like that. And it's really bothering me and I'm struggling with it. Say it, literally the words to people. Say, help me with this, please. And people will really appreciate it. They will see like, oh, finally I can do something for this person that is so strong and does everything himself or herself. Finally I can get to help. And that puts the balance back. Okay? I hope that helped. So, goodbye. See, without laser? He seems charming. You would swipe left. I don't use Tinder, so swipe left or right? I don't know. I don't know. So, last group. Hectorians. Group 4. We'll start. He's introverted, right? He's very introverted. Look, he's got his things up. It's not hard to touch, but it's not gonna. He's defensive. And he's cute. Look at the cute little face. Yeah, he's got a smile. Let's draw a little vibration card for you. Okay. All right. We have embrace. Embrace. Just want you to focus on this picture for a little bit. Embrace. Okay, just let that sink into your retinas for a little bit. Okay, I want to do this because that's fun. Okay, let's see. It's the importance of touch. It's a thing. It's very important to us as humans. We need it to survive. We need it to survive. Okay? There's this world famous experiment, unfortunately, in an orphanage where they had to find out that if you do not touch newborn babies, they die. So they actually need to be touched, to be hugged, to be held, to survive. And that continues to the rest of our lives, okay? So know that is your need, okay? So if you're very lonely, or if it's been a while since you've been intimate or close to people, or you're not a big hugger, it is a need. You need to be touched, you need to be close to people, fulfill your needs, okay? So yes, a booty call can be a very good thing, or actually letting somebody hug you is you need it. It is just for human survival. So you need to get that for yourself, okay? Doesn't matter how, fill your needs. This sounds lame maybe, it's not. But I had to learn to hug myself, to hold myself, and it does work. Autistic people do it a lot, where they want to sort of be squeezed tight. They want this contraption around themselves that just squeezes them really tight. It's a bit of the same thing, and you can do that to yourself. So if you in really bad state and you don't have anybody to fall back on, really holding yourself, rubbing yourself as if it were just strange, it works, okay? It works because your body is the placebo effect, let's say. It does do something, and you can be there for yourself this way. So you can become that voice that says, no, they're there, it's okay, I'm gonna make it better. It works. It really works, okay? So if there's nobody else, do it to yourself. Start there. And if really touching people is a problem, and you really feel or insecure about this or very hurt, please try animals. Play with somebody's dog, go to an animal pound, visit some animals, touch some animals. It works, okay? But you need it. Good. Moving forward, Hector. Why are you making it so sad? 5, 6, 7. Whoa. Okay. Cards are jumping. Oh. One more card. Too excited. This one, and this one. Okay, you get 4 cards. You get 4 cards. So, scissors. The 2 of Swords. Making a decision. It's like you need to make a decision. You need to cut one side or the other. Something's got to give, This is weird. It's not taking a different turn than I thought it would. And strength reversed. This could be inside strength. It could be you feeling weak. But this is mentally. This is not physical strength. This has nothing to do with physical strength. It has to do with mental strength. Okay, guys. Six of Swords is about letting go. Knowing. You know now, move on. And you have this Queen of Swords. She's about boundaries, standing up for yourself, being on guard. But they're all upside down. So what is this about? Embrace, embrace, embrace. Embracing. Look, I don't know why this is coming up like this, because it's not how we started, but I feel like you have to cut something out. You have to let something go. Yeah, stop wrestling with it. Look, he's wrestling with it, right? He's trying to hold on to it. Don't. Stop. Give up. Cut that tie. Just cut it out. Just let it go. Let go of the shore. You need to get on that boat. And right now it's kind of like you're being cold. You're just in this war mode. You're just in this war mode. Maybe with yourself. You are fighting. You are fighting. This is a depression. I really feel depression here. Look, because this is the essence of depression. It is you refusing to give up on something that is futile. You are wrestling something that will never, ever, ever, ever give up. It's invisible, maybe. And you can know that. Look, this is normally if somebody's blindfolded on a chair. Two swords, blindfolded. Don't know what to do. So, having to trust on your instinct or just what you know, be rational, and you're not doing that. Normally this is she can be a bitch, but she's rational. She protects her boundaries. She knows what is hers, what is not, what is okay, what is not. Okay, she's a bit more mind over heart. But you're not being that. You're not standing up for yourself. Or you're being too stand up for yourself. I feel like this ties into this. You keep fighting. You won't let it go. And that's why you're becoming very lonely, because it's like you're stuck alone in this dimension where you're fighting something, or you're still hoping for something, or still waiting for something. It's never gonna come. And that's okay, because I've tried that 30 years and had to, after trying everything, also gave up. It was the best decision of my life, and it still hurts really bad. Because you were not fighting this all this time for nothing. There's a reason you're not letting go. But I think you need to embrace that it's gone. And allow life to compensate you now, because you do deserve this. But as long as you are holding on to this, as long as you are fighting this monster, life cannot come around for you and give you what you actually want. You think what you want is in fighting this, in beating this, but it's not. It used to be, it's not anymore. Accept where you are at this time. And accept that what you're doing is futile, and that is okay. That time will come back to you. But for now, you need to kind of suck it up and say, okay, I lost. Take what you still have and move on. Embrace life again. All the other parts. Let that one thing go. It sucks, but I promise you it was for a good reason, and that time was not in vain. And because you were, even if you were fighting imaginary foes, that doesn't make you, it's not because it only happened in your mind that it didn't happen. If it happened in your mind, if you experienced it, if you've been sad over this over and over again, it happened, it existed. This fight happened, okay? It was your fight, and you decided to walk away. That's how it ends. But it did happen. Honor that first. You are not crazy, you're not stupid for doing this. You were doing the best you could for yourself. And now you know better, and now you learned that the best thing you can do for yourself is walking away. Okay? That's it. I hope that helped. My roommates were calling me, so I guess I gotta go. Last message was weird. I hope it was helpful. So, I don't know what he was smiling about. Maybe he's sadomasochistic. That explains a lot. We need to talk.